Belly did file for full custody of Halo. In her declaration to the court, she claimed that throughout their relationship and continuing to this date, Daryl has been and continued to be physically, verbally, emotionally, and financially abusive towards her. She's seeking orders to protect herself and her son from his ongoing abuse. She claims no advance notice was given to DDG because Halle was afraid he would retaliate with violence. She also says that she's concerned for her and her son's safety and asks that DDG be ordered to stay away from both of them. Halle also accused DDG of bad-mouthing her to millions of fans on Twitch and YouTube whenever he wants to cause upset. He claims I'm withholding our son and that I'm with other men. As a result, I then receive threats and hate on social media. He seems to try to set up drama for his fans and goes live ranting about me and allege that I'm keeping Halo from him. This is false. I have requested a set schedule, which he refuses. Then Halle talked about an incident that happened on January 18th at her house. When DDG was picking up Halo, she was asking him when was he going to bring Halo back, and he wouldn't answer. Then she goes on to say the discussion continued as I walked with him outside to assist to put Halo in the car seat. I was buckling the baby into the car seat and physically got into the back seat to adjust the car seat. I had left my front door open and was not even fully dressed as I was not even wearing shoes. Daryl kept repeating, "Get out my car, B." Halo started crying. Halle was nervous leaving the baby with her agitated ex and repeated and pleaded with him to stop calling her a B. Then the argument escalated. The next thing she knew, things got physical between them. They fought each other, wrestling and tussling. At one point, Daryl was pulling her hair and then he slammed her face on the steering wheel, causing her tooth to chip. She then stopped back because she was in a lot of pain. Halle said that she wanted to get out the car with Halo but was now stuck. Daryl then said that since I would not leave the baby in the car, he would take me with them. He drove quickly towards his house. When we arrived at his house, I was crying and told his family what happened. I begged his family who were there to help me figure out a schedule with him. They said just leave Halo and go. I left. I had bruises all over my arm and a chipped tooth. Then there was another incident when Halle wasn't home. DDG came over and he took a picture of her bedroom and he said, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." And then there was another incident on March 7th at Halle's house when DDG popped up while Halle and Halo was sick with RSV. She didn't want him to leave, but DDG wanted to see his son because he hasn't seen his son in a while. They ended up getting into an argument. DDG got angry and started yelling and calling her names. She said he then saw the Ring camera was recording. He unplugged the Ring camera, opened the side door, and threw the Ring camera out the home. I went outside to retrieve the Ring camera. He then locked me out of the house. I went around the back and came into the house through another entry. I plugged the camera back in and called my family member for help. With her on the phone line, I repeated and asked Daryl to please leave. I told him that he was being rude and I was too sick to deal with him. He would not leave. When he realized that my family member was on the phone line, he became enraged. Around the same time, I noticed that he saw that the Ring camera was back on, so he smashed the camera. I have this recorded and will bring the recording to the hearing. She said that DDG then grabbed her phone and hung up on her relative while she managed to get Halo from him. Daryl then ran out the house with her phone. I followed begging to please give me my phone back. He got into his car and closed the door on me while I was holding Halo. Daryl then drove off and threw my phone out the window and yelled, "Go get it, B." As a result of this incident, I filed a police report. Then on Mother's Day, DDG sent her a link to DJ Academic's post where he was saying that she was with Brent Fires on vacation. You think you hurting my feelings when you really ruining your own image. This is a terrible look. Makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day, but just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same ish. Halle did respond back to DDG. She said, "Not with any man out here, I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you're okay and feel better soon." Both parties have been ordered to participate in the May 30th mediation teleconference to determine custody or visitation. If the two fail to come up with a plan before then using online court tools, a court hearing is scheduled for June 4th. DDG did go live on Twitch yesterday, and a lot of people said that they heard him crying at the end.
I thought about not streaming, but I'm like, nah, I can't do what the fuck I always tell everybody else. I always tell people to work through whatever they going through, and then I was gonna sit here and not, but I don't really know where to go with this live, to be honest. You know, it's just it's just a bunch of nosy people in here that don't give a fuck about me. They just see what they can, just being nosy, so I just don't want to give nobody no satisfaction or nothing. It's just crazy how life works, bro. It's just crazy. Got one of these for y'all, though. right, y'all. I'm finna get off.
I'm gonna be honest, and this gonna hurt my heart to say, and it's literally making me like hella emotional, bro. That's why my brother streams, bro. That's why my brother streams, because he can't see Halo how he want to, bro. That's why y'all see my brother on stream until he goes to sleep, and this shit kind of like low key fucking the nigga up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Wait. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, child. I don't wanna be like fucking emotional on camera type shit. I had to put these glasses on, chat. But nigga, the reason why my brother is streaming so much, bro, and y'all see this nigga on that bitch for hours, bro, is because that nigga called me and be like, bro, that shit hurt, bro.
Cinco did speak out about DDG and Halle.
Don't run with something until it's proven, you know. And like I said, I know my bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations similar to that. I've been accused of similar situations. Well, that similar situation, and I seen the whole internet switch on. You know, because pictures can be very misleading. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking anything on nobody, but I'm just speaking the truth as far as pictures can be very misleading, you know. You could motherfucking take off on a do something so crazy to a nigga, kind of restrain you, and then you take a picture. You just think the whole situation went a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like niggas got to give my bro that like, just, you got to be fair with bro, you feel me? Like, I feel like niggas trying to turn on my nigga. You know, my bro been going crazy, you feel me? And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the devil just be working.
Sollumatic also spoke out about DDG and Halle.
Notice that they got DDG when he was at his highest. My dropped that album, did all type of collab. Y'all waited for him to drop an album? They waited for my be at the top of his career right now. All type of collabs, everything going. And then y'all hit him with he's beating up Halle now? My nigga, that's tough. I don't believe it. I don't. I ain't gonna lie. As much as I've been through with DDG, I know what they doing to him. And he gonna still thrive. He too consistent. This not a regular nigga who got his image is all that matters. No. Y'all niggas better not switch up on DDG. Y'all DDG fans in here. Don't switch up on DDG. Wait till you hear his side of the story. You can't trust nobody from Disney.
Ty Taylor was asked, now that everyone knows about her younger sister, will she be including her in videos moving forward?
Would we include our other sister in content? I mean, yes and no. The reason I say no is because I'm not a fake person. Like, she ain't been in our content this whole time. So it's like, just because y'all know about her, that don't mean I'm finna come and put her in a video for views and money, because I'm never pressed about that. Like, I'm not, like, I don't make my money from creating content. I make my money from my skincare line. So I don't need anybody to feel like we're using them, like people say. Like, I don't need nobody to feel like that. I would want to put her in there because y'all are asking her to be in there, but it would just have to be like a mutual thing. It's not finna be a, yo, what you on today? Trying to do a vid? Like, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, no. I don't even ask Daisha to be in my shit. I barely do shit with her. So it's like, why am I finna ask somebody that I don't talk to for real, that we don't have like I want to say a real relationship with, to come be in a video?
Recently, the third ex-member of the Taylor Girls, Tiny, came forward and said that she was ready to tell her side to the story on why she really left the group.
I dedicate that to my best friend. I would never just say that and not press charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't tell me any of that. Like, I didn't hear any of that until she got kicked out of the group. So that's why it's just hard to believe. But I ain't just gonna really speak too much about that either, because it's just weird. But
all right. So starting with part one, I think I just want to take the time out to dive into a lot of the videos that y'all seeing. Y'all are seeing pranks come back up. Y'all are seeing interviews come back up. You guys are seeing one thing I really want to dive more into is that live that I made a while back where, you know, my family was upset. I was upset. We were acting in a way because, to be quite honest, I was a young girl. I was hurt. I felt like I was betrayed by these people who I call family. And when I mean what I call them family, we were that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the narrative that's being spent that, like, oh, Tiny was just this, Tiny was just, no. Those was my sisters for real. I called him my father for real. And they acted as such at the time before we even became the Taylor Girls. Again, excuse me, like I said, I'm getting over my voice being hoarse. Again, that live just showed pain, confusion. They degraded me. They talked about me in interviews like I was really like nobody. It's people that do know, like, the things that we went to and the things that we went through to get to where we were. And to be quite honest, on a real note, they didn't do it alone. You know what I'm saying? As I dive more into our story, I wanted to elaborate on that live because I do see you guys wondering, why am I choosing to speak up about what took place when apparently I've already spoken about it. And to be honest, I did not speak about everything from the rooter to the tutor. That live that you guys seen was a young woman that was hurt, that was scarred, that was betrayed, that was sexualized, that was mistreated, that was a lot of things. That again, I call these people family. And again, I wanted to just elaborate a little bit on that live as I dive a little bit more deeper into our story. Again, I'm not here to make anyone look like anything. I'm here to tell my story. And I just hope you guys follow along, keep sharing, keep reposting, keep commenting, keep supporting, because one thing I do is appreciate every single last one of you. I do. So sincerely, Tiny, I'm going to keep this story time going so you guys can dive in not only just about my story, but a little bit more about me.